Okay, I know it messes everybody up because it messes me up when somebody does this in the mid-cam, but anyway. The last few days have been thick white clouds covering everything with snow. Today we had a bit of hail and raindrops, a couple claps of thunder. Big, beautiful moon. Gorgeous. Though on camera, moon always looks like it's the sun. Anyway, so for the first time, the sky is clear, and off in the distance, the clouds are turning these really, really epic cool colors. The kind of colors that when I paint a sky in my paintings, that's the way I paint it. Vivid color. It's so cool looking. It's a little above 30, maybe 40 degrees right now. There's sometimes when I spun around and I gave you all those white clouds that were on the other side. There's sometimes when the sun sets down over the valley on the backside of the mountains over there, and it turns the entire sky, all the clouds behind me, pinkish red also. It's cool. The camera is able to see parts of what look like the sunset, but it's weird because in the view it almost looks like everything is on fire and burning. We've had this weird inversion the last couple days, working, having to be above the weather line. So there's the valley below, and then there's all the cloud covering everything so that it's all socked out. And then being higher up on the mountains at the greenhouses working, we can see over top of the valley. I get the same inversion sometimes in the winter when I'm skiing on the snow mountain peak views, where the whole valley covers over and it looks like it's just a floating froth of a giant cappuccino. But it's not as red and fiery as it was a second ago, or a moment ago, or a minute ago. I don't know. See, once you reach the oneness, the O-N-E, the stillness within the infinite singularity, and that starts to emanate within you, right? So you start to resonate with that inner God voice kind of thing. I'm trying not to get the houses, I'm trying just to get the sky, but leave the horizon line in for perspective. You still see the mountain tops peeking over the back edge. Because like to the right of that, where are we at here? See if I can, yeah, so to the right of these lights, all of that, the rest of that's just the mountain range, and that's the lowest range in the valley. So we get these cool sunsets because of it. Okay, so when you become the one of singularity, wow, that's really zoomed in. Then you also realize phonetically, because it's the same language. If you do this in a different language, you can decode how the language numerically plays out. But anyway, you also won, W-O-N. So you realize you're on this side of the finish line. You already made it. Even if you don't know how, you can feel it, you can sense it, even in the low moments, the darkest moments. They feel, it's kind of like a dark night of the soul, but you're also granted little night lights, which seems kind of unfair for anybody who did the dark night of the soul without the night lights on the first run around when they did it individually. But that's what it took to get us up there and wake us up. the first time. Anyway, so now flip that, put that in the mirror, the 1, and you get now. And this is where stepping outside of time starts to become possible, because there's past, present, and future all on a linear timeline. Okay, so like this fence, past, zoom in. So we got past, present, and future, right? So it's a linear timeline, except now is not on that timeline. To get to the now, you have to take that timeline here and wrap it up all the way around and connect it to the other side so that it's a single loop running like a clock. And then we pretend this linear ruler of time, but the now can literally, if you can catch it, know your source, feel below you, know the source that you came from, that's supporting you, that's emanating up through the ground, through your roots, into, it's not a coincidence, it's your root chakra as the first chakra. That should have been the first hint, that we are trees walking around in this dream. So they're about to plant the garden a whole lot thicker with more trees, perhaps of different speed, different varieties. But don't worry, you're free to roam around. You know, you gotta. But in the now, things can melt and pause. So we've got the man-made ocean wave highway behind us here, but every once in a while we get these gaps with no cars. See if you can hear the birds. Have you noticed more of the sounds of nature since the whole world kept spinning and humanity came to a pause in single moment of meditation? Have you noticed those little moments of beauty, those picture, postcard scenes? Some of us have been inspired to be recording this stuff and dumping it out on the internet as quickly as possible so that everybody can see the beauty of what's going on the planet, collectively, all as one planet. The internet people are the global generation. But there's a beauty to what the world was like before we had all the computers giving us instant digital duplication copies. Because as powerful as any of these videos feel, and they're real, the power is real, it's not imaginary. If you can tap that same essence in your own life outside, looking at nature somehow, just put your back against a tree and look out at the horizon. And if you look long enough, you start to look through your third eye, the one of the tree, which is a lot taller, and all the man-made stuff just kind of disappears from your awareness. And we end up breathing at the pace that nature desires. So tomorrow I'm gonna put out a challenge. I've never done one of these ice bucket kind of challenges, but tomorrow all the essential workers who are going into a job that's essential to guarantee humanity stays afloat, humanity stays safe and protected, united. My prayers to them. My prayers to us. So for all the ones staying home that have the day off, this is the challenge. Can you spend enough time in nature, whether you record it or not, whether you share it with others or not? Can you pause and find 144 magical postcard moments where our planet, Earth, Mother Gaia, Mother Nature, gave you a wink and showed you something beautiful? Can only be seen at the frames per second of one frame per now. You have to let go of past, present, and future to know you've already won. And if you were really hardcore and want to make it like the other night's gateway meditation, rock your world up in vibration, up to the 5th dimension or higher single nation of a planet, then find 444 or find 44 2020, whatever, 2020 plus 2 more 0 spots. No, now it's just getting goofy, but you get what I mean, right? Have fun with this. You never know, it might be a fly that comes and lands right on your knee and then flies away and just leaves. And you don't have to spend the day looking around, fighting for it, trying to figure out where it went. It landed, you saw its beauty, and it went away. Could be a deer or a butterfly or a dragonfly. It could be a fireball sunset in the sky. It could be sunrise. Who knows? Maybe God will wake you up maybe the planet will wake you. Oh, bird dive bombed me. That was cool. Maybe you will get woken up at 4:44 in the morning. So 4 is a unity. It's perfection. It's moving up into the frequency of love, the 4th dimension. And the 444 gateway was mind, body, and spirit. All 3 reaching that 4th dimension. So boom. There is no more 3D entrapment. You're walking around upon a flat earth 2-dimensional representation of 3 dimensions, warped in reverse, wrapped around by this illusion measurement of time, so that we can forever and eternally just keep flipping the lights from Fandango and playing the record again on the other side. Only there doesn't have to be death, because one side has a record with a needle and the other side of the record has a needle, and as one moves forward the other moves backwards, and one flip it over and it goes in reverse, but it's all still just verbal coaxing of the body to breathe both directions, both in and in reverse, to look up and enjoy and know that below is just as beautiful, to look out in the world and know that the beauty you see out there is a reflection of the beauty and sacred space you've created inside. Okay, so it's about to hit 1:44 and I'm going to say goodbye. Perfect timing. Mwah!